Hello, my name is Richard Warren Spears III, 39-year victim of Contra County Children Family Services and Kansas Children Family Services for over 39 years. For over the last 39 years, I've been subject to surrender and accept the assaults and accept the lies, accept everything the government does. If you were to go to Wichita, Kansas, Parsons, Kansas, Pittsburgh, Kansas, Joplin, Missouri, there's not one single piece of paper that supports mental illnesses. Not one piece of paper. Now, when I moved to Concord, California in 1996, of December 8th, it was something that I was trying to thrive to make a better life for myself because I already know how government thinks. Okay, you have a lot of coward judges who sit there and go, well, you're not a female, I don't really care to hear you, I'm going to hear this woman here. And the police do this shit too. They run to the women and say, well, yes ma'am, I'm talking to the lady, sir, you can stand over there and just wait until I'm done talking to the lady. I mean, that gives the woman enough time to sit there and criminally alienate someone because they're threatened to being put in jail. Cops do not like arresting women. It's about the boobies. I'm telling you, it's about the sex. If you ain't got boobs, we don't give a shit. That's their mentality. If you ain't got pussy, you ain't got a booty, we don't want to hear it. And that's how most of the government does in California and in Kansas. I mean, I'm sitting around trying to understand where these people come up with half of the shit they come up with. Now, the Hume Center in 1998, I think her name was Paula Kramer. I don't really remember her name, but she was a therapist who originally wrote up fraudulent false documentation imposing mental illnesses when I actually only suffer mild post-traumatic emotional stress disorder. And that's caused by the abuse by Children's Services of CPS in Kansas for 14 years and 3 months. Prior to my moving to California, I had been discharged from custody of CPS, which was under Child Protective Custody. Wasn't there at Parsons State Hospital and Training Center because I committed crimes. And people get their shit backwards. They like to make things into something that isn't really there. It's fucking amazing. And this is why I just say, you know what? If they're going to put you down like that, just put a bullet in their fucking head. Because, they're stupid, they're pathetic, they don't want to just, leave things be. They always constantly want trouble. Liberals are terrorists, in my opinion, because they don't want to mind their own business. They don't know the laws. They don't know citizens' rights. They think their rights are above yours, and that's how liberals think. If there was a nuclear bombing on Contra Costa County today, I would laugh my ass off hysterically. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm a good man who deserves to have a house, have a boat, have a couple of jet skis, have a wife, have children, have a family. I deserve that shit. It's amazing how I'm denied because you want to listen to a woman who has been committing crimes since 1995, long before I ever met her, long before I have even thought of meeting anyone. Now, Paula Kramer decided because the Phoenix program would not approve of me unless I have a mental illnesses and would actually go to this facility to do to basically this. Now, the stand program's right here, where the little dot is. Okay, and it's amazing how I learned this shit. I used to sleep back here, by the way. This is where I used to sleep, and it's fucking annoying when you're sitting here. Now, this is one of the other clean and sober houses right here. After January 13th of 2007, when I was being attacked by police, they would sit there and alienate me in Starbucks and humiliate me in Starbucks. And people think they have the right to be protected from somebody like me who could turn around and just kill you before you even have a fucking shit chance to even do anything. You know, if you're going to do any harm to someone, always do it silently and don't say you're going to. Okay? People like me don't like confrontations and we hate conflicts. Okay? We've been through conflicts for 14 years, 3 months. Enough's enough. Okay? We already know that government doesn't care about life, they don't care about citizens, they don't care about children, they only pretend to. Okay? And these are the facts. When I was attacked at Starbucks by two girls out of nowhere with no warning, no nothing, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? All you have to do is ask me to leave. You don't need to goddamn call the police and make up some fucking story just to get me out of there. All you can just say, hey, sir, if you're not going to buy something, can you please leave? I mean, I've been a guest customer since 1999. I mean, I've visited Starbucks since 1999. I don't understand what people's problem is. I mean, on April of 2008, I ended up having to walk off my site because I'm being attacked again by some unknown persons at Starbucks, claiming that I was yelling at her. Nobody was yelling at that girl. What she was doing, I think it was I was on my way to County Connections, fixing to go to work, and I was already late, and I was already tired. The woman was standing there behind the counter with loud music up, as loud as they can get it, and sitting there staring at me as if she was in lust. I don't know if she was trying to what she was trying to do, but she was standing there staring at me in the most heinous way possible. I mean, in her I saw in her eyes that she had a crush on me, and I saw that she was either in love and had a crush on me, but it's just okay, it's normal. But see, the thing is security officers are not allowed to fraternize with clientele. We can get in trouble for it. But she goes and starts crying out of fucking nowhere, telling her boss that I was screaming at her and all sorts of shit when that's not even true. Now, uh, what was his name? Uh, shit. Byron, who is a supervisor, he comes up and drives up to Parker's shop and stops and says, are you trying to get yourself fired? Out of fucking nowhere. I should have put a gun to that motherfucker's head and said, look, bitch, you either prove that I was screaming at the motherfucker or I'm shooting your ass. You're not going to come up to me, terrorizing me, telling me that I'm yelling at somebody who I've not yelled at. I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about, you fucking lunatic. I mean, shit. Rick Goldman. That stupid motherfucker. He's going to sit there taking phone calls and then pull me into the office and ask me, there's a woman saying that you're harassing them? Oh my fucking god. Quit listening to everything. If they can't give you a fucking name, then don't take down the complaint. It's that goddamn simple. Do not take down a complaint unless they're going to give their name. Period. Now, anyways, Contra Costa County Mental Health Services have been told many times that they are not allowed to keep Parsons State Hospital and Training Center records. Now, in 1998, the Phoenix program had taken my institutional records and kept adding on a lot of false disabilities, which is fraud. And I've watched them do this. Alcohol syndrome, blah, blah, blah. What? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm the most top intelligent motherfucker on this goddamn planet, and not a motherfucker wants to accept that. You know what I'm saying? If you were to call this office here and ask them, do you have Parsons State Hospital Training Center records? These motherfuckers here need to pay $950,000 and fucking pay it soon. They're guilty as fuck. I know it, and so does half of the population. Now, Dr. Nonde in 2002 had made it very clear. Mr. Peters, you're not eligible to come here and make appointments with Concord Mental Health because you're not qualified for mental health services. But what part of that didn't any of you motherfuckers not understand? Not qualified. That was by Dr. Nonde and the county mental health of Martinez. Even they would tell you, at the emergency psychiatric, they would tell you the same thing. You're not qualified. I even had a director from that, and she was a Hindu, and she was adamant about it. And she goes, okay, first of all, if you come here again, I'm going to have to report you to the district attorney coming using our unit. You're not supposed to do that. Now, Concord PD is the one who likes to insinuate that I'm suicidal. Well, actually, I'm not. What I think of is this. Okay, so now I understand why people commit suicide. So I can kind of combine both. And like I said, I may as well commit suicide because the government's not going to let me live in peace. They're not going to let me have a life. They're going to keep on trying to dominate. And this is part one.